Hello, my Pisces friends, and welcome to your 2023 forecast prediction reading, whatever we want to call it. We're going to be looking at the year ahead and seeing what messages you need to hear. We'll start by looking into a big theme for the year. We'll look into what's the good stuff heading your way. Of course, we'll be doing a little love reading and seeing what the year is going to hold for you when it comes to love. We'll be looking at your career and finances. We'll be pulling an oracle card for the year and then closing up the party with a little charm reading. That's what we'll be covering. We're going to be covering a lot. As you can tell, my voice is just like literally, it's hanging on by a thread. I've been talking a lot in the last few weeks. So if you are someone that booked a personal reading with me or joined me on the winter solstice service, thank you so much. It's been such an honor and it's been so fun to be able to do this for you guys. That is part of the reason why I haven't been here on YouTube, and I ended up getting sick for like most of December. It's just going around, friends. Nothing too serious, but I hope you guys have been staying healthy. Happy New Year, and let's begin. All right. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel these messages today for the collective, for my Pisces friends, Spirit. For 2023, today we're going to be asking about 2023 for my Pisces friends. Anything that they need to know to offer them guidance, advice, validation, clarity, whatever it is that they need to know for their highest good, Spirit. What's a major theme for my Pisces collective in 2023? What's a big theme for them? What do they need to know about this year? For my Pisces collective, please. I love it. We have the Ace of Cups. Ooh, and the Seven of Wands. It's like you have not given up. You're also not giving in, is what I'm getting for some of you. You're also, it's almost like you got to fight for your right to party, but it's not a party you're fighting for. It's like you're fighting for, I don't know, a renewed version of yourself. We have the Anchor, which is the Emperor coming through. So super boss vibes, bossing up in some way. Ruler of Wands. Wow, lots of masculine fire energy coming through. A lot of you could be in your bag, like in like a next level way. You could be putting major emphasis, focus, taking control over things you're really excited, very passionate about. A lot of you could be starting some kind of business or businesses. I don't know, something creative, maybe freelance, using your creativity in some way, taking charge as well. For some of you, this is even giving me the vibes. I don't know why, but I'm just kind of feeling like not afraid to charge your worth, especially for those of you that are like freelancing or kind of setting your own rates in some way. We have the Two of Swords, so you'll be contemplating making decisions. Look at these aces. I freaking love it. Like you're getting the Ace of Swords now. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. It's like you have clarity. That's what I mean. Like you have not given up. You've gone through a lot in 2022 that because of what you went through, it's kind of helped change your perspective. And it's like you're not playing in 2023. You're standing very firmly planted. All right. Why the Anchor, please? Why this Emperor? Why the Anchor? Wow, lots of movement as well. A lot of you are going to be taking action on things, big boss moves, leveling up in some way. Maybe it's at work for some of you. Again, this is giving me entrepreneurial vibes, work for yourself vibes. And I really see you guys making moves when it comes to that. There's also a feeling here of just knowing that there's certain things yet that haven't come to an end, but you're feeling okay about it. I do feel like there's new love. There's a renewed sense of love here. Some of you could be picking up something from the past. This doesn't mean a person. It literally means maybe a dream you used to have, or maybe a self-care practice you used to do. You're going to be in a different state of clarity. Truth and clarity is coming through. Oh, okay. Very cool. You guys are going to be there's an emphasis of making decisions and choosing what you want to invest into. I love so much fire energy. It's going to be a really good year for you creatively, especially those of you that are creative, or I don't, even if you're not, if you don't consider yourself like it's like creative doesn't just mean artsy. It's like creative in any kind of way. Maybe you're someone who thinks very differently in your industry, or your approach to things is very exciting, very different. You're very excited. You're very passionate and driven in the upcoming year when it comes to things in general. You're taking control. It's nice. It's like, this does not feel like Pisces energy, but it's going to be the energy you're going to be in. There's just a feeling here of following your heart. I see offers coming your way that would only be coming to you because you are in this energy. You're in this I don't give an F energy, what anyone has to say. I am doing my thing. I am taking action. I am going. Yeah, super selective about where you're spending your time, money, energy, love, whatever it is. Your resources are going to be something that are heavily on your mind, and you're going to find yourself making. I don't just think it's one decision. I think there's many decisions to make about what you want to invest in. There's also a message here about getting your priorities straight this year. Maybe those are even changing. Like, just because your priorities were one thing last year or 5 years ago, it's like definitely not the case at this point in your life. I don't know. Some of you could be dealing with fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. There's just so much of it here in your reading. The Seeker of Wands, it's like you have youthful energy as well. So if this is involving, maybe is some of you, like maybe children are involved. I'm seeing a young water sign and a young fire sign. Don't have to be, but one's more emotional and the other one's a little more wild. That's just for those of you that applies. For those of you is not talking about children, it's just really, it's very youthful in feeling. It's these experiences, like you experiencing these things, like I said, because you've taken charge. All right, let me see if I've missed anything. All right, let's continue. So that is a major theme for you this year. Let's move in. Let's move into the good stuff heading your way, my Pisces friends. Let's see what's the good stuff heading your way in 2023. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages for my Pisces collective. What's the good stuff heading their way this year, please? What are the blessings? What's the good stuff? For some of you, it's going to come in the form of something not moving forward, a situation that didn't move forward, that wasn't going to provide you with what you needed. So if something comes to a halt this year that you were really thinking it was going to go somewhere, maybe you recently came to a realization that something wasn't really moving forward or going anywhere, there's an acknowledgement here of it just wasn't going to be good for you. Yeah, that's what I was feeling. I feel like a lot of you have been in the Three of Swords. There's been disappointments. There's been letdowns, maybe even breakups for some of you. So maybe as I was talking about the thing that didn't move forward, maybe that is something that didn't move forward. And at the time, it could have been painful. It could have been disappointing. But there's almost like looking back, it's like it wasn't going to give you what you needed. You may have even been overgiving to something or not able to prioritize yourself or take care of yourself. For some of you, it keeps wanting to talk about this. Maybe there's children involved, or this has to do with past memories regarding a mother or something regarding, you're the mother, or maybe someone's mother. I don't know. Okay, let's clear the deck. All right, let's go back. Let me shuffle one more time. Let's clear that energy. Those were just messages that wanted to come through. All right, what's the good stuff coming? Endings. Yeah, okay, it is. It's the good stuff that's coming. It's wrapped up in endings. It wants to keep talking about that. Anything that ended for you or didn't move forward, it's just making room for more. It's been very uncomfortable to release these things, but you are going to be releasing them this year. Look, there's Pisces energy, that high priestess. You're also going to be back into your intuition and learning to trust yourself again if that's something that you feel was tested or lost along the way. For some of you, you could be moving. Look at that Seven of Wands energy. That's literally the same thing you had in the first part of the reading. That's the same Z's. Wow. It's like you're not like being passive. You're not just you're fighting. You're protecting. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. So you're protecting yourself. I feel like from situations in the past, again, for those of you that did go through a breakup, heartbreak, disappointment, or there was just something that happened that was causing you, to be hurt or upset. It just feels like you're guarding yourself from that. With the Four of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of you, if you're dealing with legal situations or contracts that need to be relooked at, divorces, or anything that's just unjust, anything that was very unbalanced and not fair, that's where the ending, that's why things had to end in order for that energy to end. A lot of you could be meeting new kinds of people this year that get you a little bit out of your comfort zone. Maybe this is even you going out with your friends again or doing things that you wouldn't normally do. Either way, I feel like it's something fun that's getting you out of your comfort zone. There's a real sense here. They also want to keep acknowledging that you're going to have like a deeper understanding. You're just going to have this perspective on things when it comes to something that wasn't reciprocated. I keep feeling like someone here either wasn't getting enough or able to give enough in a situation, and it just is very unbalanced. You have the Six of Pentacles in reverse and this Justice in reverse. Both of them are about things being, the scales not being even. But I feel like you're coming to a realization about that, or you're just kind of viewing it differently. Like there's just something different about it that maybe in the current moment or when it was happening, you didn't really see it that way. Man, you guys, this is crazy. Like you got the Seven of Pentacles again. You're literally pulling the same cards as you were before. And it's like the universe is like, I meant what I said. I said what I said. You guys are moving forward and you're being very selective as to what you're investing in. I mean, that's literally the message. Maybe, like I said, you're reprioritizing. And so when the things that you're giving to have changed, I see you not giving an F. Again, I'm going to say that because you're like, nope, I'm out of here, or I'm going, I'm moving on, moving ahead, creating action in my life. I'm taking control of my life. You guys are going to be very much about wanting to step into your power. I will say you guys are going to be in your masculine energy this year, which is, it's not a bad thing. It tells me that you're going to be making decisions and going with them and sticking with them and being very assertive. And then when we're in the more feminine energy, we're more in the nurturing and attracting instead of chasing, going with it, trusting ourselves, staying in this very abundant energy. So it's a little more passive and a little more creative in a different way than when we're in our masculine. When we're in our masculine, we're like handling business. We're setting up new corporations. We're whatever it is, it's like it's action in that way. And that's really what I feel for you guys. I think this is going to be a really cool year for those of you that are entrepreneurs, are small business owners, or big business owners. I don't know, maybe you're the face of something big. It just feels like it's going to be really good for that. And we can't ignore this sun over here. I just almost ran out of breath because there's a lot of good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and take that like this because I just know it's, there's happiness. You're going to experience moments of joy this year that really fulfill you emotionally. They also make you feel better. I think this coming up year is just more emotionally fulfilling for you than in the past. And there's a big recognition of I had to go through that heartbreak, pain, disappointment. I had to get to that. I had to hit that Three of Swords in order to get where I'm at now. It was meant to be. It was meant to be that way. That ending was meant to happen. That chapter was meant to close. Those things were meant to change. Whatever that is for you, it feels like you come to the point where you're like, yeah, yes. So we have strong Scorpio and Leo, Pisces, of course, coming through in your reading. I mean, we have all signs showing up, but those are kind of the major ones. All right, so wow, that was just the good stuff. I feel like that was really good. All right, let's look into your love life. Thank you, Spirit. What about my Pisces love life, please? Pisces love life in 2023. What can you tell us about Pisces love life in 2023? Pisces love life. Pisces love life. Man, Pisces, I haven't done this. I didn't do this for the first two signs, Capricorn and Aquarius, but for some reason for you guys, I feel like I need to pull cards for those of you that are single and those of you that are taken. So let's start with those of you that are already in a connection. So connected Pisces in 2023. Okay, so connected Pisces, those of you that are already dealing with someone or in a relationship, at times you're going to get in your head. It's almost like I just heard, am I the drama? You might be, I don't know, because it feels like something is really slow and it's almost like it starts to get to you. This Ten of Swords in reverse, this Eight of Swords, I don't know why I said in reverse. It's not in reverse. It's actually very much, the swords are stuck in there. I think you're just kind of, things are moving a little bit slower than you wish that they would. And I think that's going to kind of get to you at points. Maybe you're going to start to question, is this person just in it for fun, or is this just for fun? And you're really going to try to see what's not balanced in the situation. You keep pulling this Justice in reverse card. Someone's level of commitment or the way that they're showing up, it could have you kind of in your feels, but I feel like a lot of it is fears. What do my connected Pisces need to know, Spirit? Advice, what do they need to know this year about love? So communication is an issue here. Someone here maybe isn't the best communicator, or they miscommunicate, or you guys miscommunicate often. So be careful with that, because your communication, someone maybe, someone isn't the most detailed communicator, or like the best communicator. It's coming off as a little young or a little childish. Maybe there's an age difference, doesn't have to be, but this comes up as a blockage. So try to work on communication with your partner. Also, you guys are still, this is showing up as getting to know each other, or maybe like in communicating differently or in trying to go deeper. It's like you get to know each other better. So maybe you don't get in your head as much. It's going to be different for everyone, because obviously the level of where you're at with your partner. There's a sense here as well that maybe you need to communicate about how your partner has kept you waiting for a while. Maybe they've emotionally kept you at a distance, or they've kind of invited you place, or did something, hey, we should do this, or said, hey, well, we should go on a date, and then it never happens. Like them kind of offering things from an empty cup, having the sweet words, but never really going through with them. So maybe there needs to be communication relating that, if that's the issue. It does seem, it seems like things are still moving forward, but it seems like there's something about this person's approach that it really kind of gets you in your head. So the advice is to communicate in order to like avoid a disaster being, unnecessary arguments or unnecessary miscommunication. So I did flip this Ace of Wands upright because I felt like it needed to be. This Sun card came out upright. Like, come on. There's a lot of potential here. There's also the spark is here for new beginnings. It's just going to take better communication, friends. All right, let's continue. Don't tell Aquarius and Capricorn. All right, now let's singles. All my single Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. Single Pisces. Love messages for 2023 for my single Pisces friends. Single Pisces. Oh, so a lot of you could just be hanging back from romance, from romantic type love, going with the flow and choosing to just hang out with friends, go out with friends, get together with people socially. I don't really see you making any moves. Maybe you're still trying to decide what it is that you want out of a relationship or if you even want it. There seems to be something that maybe you guys are still thinking back on, or there's something causing you to like think about this late at night. Maybe you're watching someone or seeing something, watching other couples or other, and you feel like, I don't know. It's like, I just feel like you're kind of getting in your head. I was feeling that with the other Pisces love read as well. I see you hanging back though this year. There's clarity that comes in. Why the Hangman? Yeah, I feel like you guys are conflicted as to what it is that you want. Or maybe you're still conflicted because you're healing from past situations. Some of you, this is a weird message, but some of you might, I don't know, might not feel single. Okay, that's not for everyone. That's literally for maybe like one person. But I see you guys going out. But I don't like that Nine of Pentacles in reverse because that makes me feel like someone here is reliant on someone else. Or the Two of Wands in reverse. You may not be talking to someone. There might be an air sign that you're not sure what to do. There isn't moves really being made. You're gonna get some type of clarity when it comes to your love life or this situation. If you are kind of thinking about past situations, people that went cold on you, or just, I don't know, something here is preventing you from being ready. I'm going to say being ready to move forward because you're going to be in this hangman energy. This hangman, I feel like that's your year energy, to be honest, when it comes to love. You're not really out there looking for anything new. There's still too much that you're looking back on, thinking back on. For some of you, this could be this King of Swords in reverse. If this isn't a specific someone, I don't see you really even talking to someone like deeply throughout the year. Of course, this is a general reading. It's tarot, you know, don't get too attached to it. But this message is for someone. This message is definitely for someone, especially if you resonate with the fact that this is a specific person from the past. So this situation challenges you because this is where you have trouble trusting yourself. It's almost like with this High Priestess in reverse, maybe there's something that was revealed here. Maybe you see that someone, okay, this isn't for everyone, but I did just get, maybe you see if this is a specific person that they've gotten over it. It's almost like a truth that you can't unsee. And that kind of sends you into, you know, some like really thinking about it. Maybe even being a little anxious about it. That's not for everyone. But with this High Priestess in reverse and the Ace of Swords, I can't help but feel that there's something that's revealed. And with this Nine of Swords looking so stressed out up late at night, not, you know, maybe even losing sleep over it. It's like this person's losing sleep while someone over here is feeling better. Maybe you realize something and it does make you feel better, but now you're questioning something that you used to believe, and that's why you're questioning yourself. That High Priestess in reverse can mean like the energy still reads blocked, but it could just mean different things for everyone. All right, right, the Three of Wands. I feel like you're going to keep your distance this year. You guys are releasing something. You're slowly getting out of your comfort zone in some way, slowly releasing something that you were very attached to at some point. You're taking a break this year. You can go out and have fun if you want, but I don't think the Pisces I'm reading for is not ready to commit to anything. You could be getting over a tower moment, something that just recently happened that was like really major, changed everything for you. For some of you, I'm really getting that it maybe was some type of breakup situation, like I mentioned earlier. I do think there's going to be healing this year, but I don't see the energy of, like, I don't see the energy of reunion or like there isn't, I'm talking to those of you that this is a specific person. I don't necessarily see like reconciliation or love, like being in love. Like it's mostly processing that I'm seeing. So if that doesn't resonate with you guys, obviously it's not your story. But I think for some of you, a lot of you are going to be taking a break from love this year if you're already single and you did, especially if you recently did go through something. Okay, let me catch my breath. Okay, now let's get messages for your finances and your career this year. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages for my Pisces friends. What about their finances and their career, Spirit? Messages about their finances and their career. Finances and career. Finances and career, please. All right, we have the Tower, unexpected events. We have the King of Cups in reverse. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. So for some of you, this could be something that unexpectedly comes to an end or you decide to drop. It just feels like you don't want it, or it's burnout central. You don't care about it. You're not emotionally attached to it. It hasn't really led you to much growth, I should say. It's maybe led to some conflict or just, it hasn't necessarily maybe made your life easier in whatever way. This Judgment in reverse, like maybe you were ignoring it for a while or it was easier to ignore, but something is going to unexpectedly change. For some of you, maybe this has to do with children, or there's something here from the past. I don't know. That's kind of an off. We'll leave that to the side. All right. Tell me more about this Tower, please. By the King of Cups in reverse. All right, so some of you, I kind of feel like something's going to unexpectedly slow down, or I'm going to pull another card for that Tower and that Hermit. It's like you're unexpectedly going to be alone. I don't know what that means for your finances and your career, but maybe that means something for someone. By the Judgment in reverse. All right, so I don't know if your finances are tied into a person, my Pisces friends. For some of you, I think it is a specific person, but we'll kind of leave that to the side. This could be someone that you've known for a really long time. If it's not a person, maybe it's a job that you've had since your childhood or your youth. Whatever it is, I feel like it goes back. It goes back. It goes back. For some of you, this goes back to, depending on how old you are, your 20s, your teens, whatever it is, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be there for you anymore, or it's not reliable, it's not consistent. Very interesting message. That's not for everyone, but if it resonates, then I hope you heard something that's helpful there. Let's go back over here because this is really interesting. Like I said, I can't help but just, the first thing off that came through is unexpectedly on your own. So some of you, it's interesting. Okay, so some of you might unexpectedly be motivated or inspired to do something, Or maybe that's for those of you that are like bossing up and starting your own business or doing something differently. Um, it feels like it's all coming from you, and it's very unexpected with that Tower card. That could also be signaling something about Scorpio season, but that's Virgo through Scorpio season perhaps, but that's kind of side note there. That Knight of Wands, though, it shows motivations, it shows being excited, but it's very solitary and it's out of the blue. Okay, we'll move on. Like I said, you're just feeling detachment over here from other things. Maybe it's the same thing. Maybe that's what makes you inspired. You're so uninspired or maybe burned out in your current situation. And that's what leads to this unexpected action, unexpected moment. Maybe that's you unexpectedly coming up with something. Now we have the Two of Wands upright. That could definitely be you unexpectedly choosing to move in another direction. I really like that energy. With this High Priestess in reverse, though, there's something here. Again, you're either having difficulty trusting yourself or you're just disconnected from something. Emotionally, especially, it feels like you don't care about something. So maybe that's what you want to move away from. You don't want to spend your time, energy, whatever it is, investing into these things. And like we said, this is going to be a heavy year for you to be picky about what you're investing in. And that's including where you spend most of your hours of the day. For those of you, that don't work for yourselves, that work for other people, or maybe you do work for yourself and there's still something that you want to change. Whoa, I just realized you guys got two King of Wands in reverse. This energy is so unreliable, lack of commitment, lack of confidence or stability. Someone here just isn't showing up. And maybe this is you realizing that by being a part of situations that kind of drain you emotionally or leave you feeling uninspired, it's like that's taking away from your joy. And I feel like a lot of you are going to be faced with decisions that are very uncomfortable because there's almost a feeling of loss here. But I don't know. I feel like you're going to be choosing to go in a different direction. What else? Yeah. So they're saying patience. You're going to need patience this year. Because that moments you're going to maybe, let's face it, maybe you're going to freak out, or maybe you're going to get impatient. Maybe you're going to feel like you already should have been X, Y, and Z, or this should have already happened for you. Whatever it is, it's almost like you're just going to have to temper yourself. This temperance in reverse also talks about remembering what you already know. Remembering what you've already learned in your life experiences and what's brought you here. It's time to implement those things. With this judgment in reverse and this temperance in reverse, it's time to tap into our inner wisdom and our inner knowing. This Six of Swords, though, it shows you moving in a better direction, in a calmer direction. Some of you could even be moving as well. Maybe it's a financial thing, and that's a decision that you need to make in order to be able to. Yeah. Okay. So for some of you, for sure, you're going to be choosing to maybe downsize or cut back on something, maybe even move somewhere where you can save some money, so that you're able to provide for yourself and all your responsibilities and all that stuff. You're going to be hard at work this year. All right. So there could definitely be some type of shift in your finances, and that's why we're looking at investments, priorities. What can you cut back on? That Seven of Pentacles kept coming up for you guys like a mad rash. All right. My Pisces friends, if you're still with me, let's get you an oracle card for the year. Thank you, Spirit. Can we get an oracle message for my Pisces for 2023, please? Thank you. Oh, you got two. You have focus on building a peaceful world free of oppression. Very interesting, especially because we've been talking about maybe you turning your back from one thing and heading towards another, shifting directions. Maybe you are building a new world for yourself, my Pisces friends. And then we have, I understand life ebbs and flows. I can ride the waves as they come. I feel like saying and go. I don't know. I feel like that. I feel like that's how it should have ended. But all right, I'm going to leave those there for you, my Pisces friends. And let's do a little charm reading before we close out your party. Thank you, Spirit, for these messages for my Pisces friends. What else can we tell them, please, about 2023? All right, we have love is a drug and I'm your puppet. So maybe there is something that you're breaking away from here. I'm your puppet. Maybe there is codependency in some way, or being financially reliant on a source that needs to be relooked at because something there is not equal, it's not balanced. That's where that backing is. Let me put that on there before I stab myself. We have Prince with the third eye sunglasses. So this is High Priestess vibes. That third eye needs to be activated, friends. Maybe if you guys are into meditating, going back to your meditative practices, this is the energy of not being grounded. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what you do for that. I know for me, even 5 minutes a day of meditation. This is about seeing through illusions, feeling through things, and being more connected with that intuition. You're a Pisces, you're very intuitive, but when it's blocked, it kind of sends you haywire. We have LA, so maybe some of you are from LA, or maybe those are someone's initials, an L or an A. And then we have do not disturb. So maybe some of you need to take some time to yourselves. Um, you know, Also, like, check in on what you're consuming online. Like, maybe that's also something like putting your phone on do not disturb, taking time to yourself. All right, my Pisces friends, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your 2023 forecast, and I'm wishing you nothing but the best, sending you so many blessings this year. And I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.